Hello LEGO fans, Bricks Unbound here with a LEGO Minecraft update. So, I haven't done any videos about my Minecraft layout in a very long time. Part of that is because it hasn't been up and on display in a very long time. And the main reason for that is because since I moved, it didn't really have its spot anymore. It used to be on I think a 6-foot by 30-inch table, so lots of space for it to really build some stuff out. Unfortunately, that table doesn't really fit in the room in the current arrangement I have it in, so that layout just got taken apart and not a whole lot else happened to it. However, lately I started playing Minecraft a little bit again on the Xbox 360 and decided, I could get that going again, get it worked on, because it's just been chilling on some of my shelves in here recently. So I decided, yeah, I'll just work on a Nether layout first. I had one that was not ever close to complete. It just was taking tons of parts because it was on a 48 by 48 base plate before. So I shrunk it down to a 32 by 32, and then I wasn't nearly as short on parts. You can see that I am still short on parts. I ran out of 2 by 4 dark red bricks, but I was able to get the rest of it pretty well filled in. The idea is that the 32 by 32 plates, they fit perfectly onto these shelves. So this display is going to go right onto that empty shelf there, and then that entire shelf is going to be for just Minecraft, just the Minecraft theme. It'll have 8 boxes it can go in, and then up on top, I'm picturing on top it's going to just keep going up really until it gets to probably pretty close to the ceiling. It'll get hard to see, but there'll be lots of underground caverns and things leading up, and then an overworld section. And as I mentioned, these fit 32 by 32 base plates perfectly, so on top I can have it like 64 to 70 studs wide, something like that, and then it will just keep building up higher as I decide to add more little modules onto it, and it can go 32 studs deep, so it should be a pretty impressive little display by the time it's done. And it'll be mostly vertical there, which takes up a lot less valuable space, so it won't use a whole table. And then each of these cubes inside it will be for other smaller displays, maybe a jungle biome in one, although the trees wouldn't be able to be super tall then. I still have to think about how I want to do it, but one of them is going to be this Nether display here, so we'll just take a really quick look around. It's very straightforward. You can see Nether fortress as well as some of these bridges leading into it there. Pretty happy with how those turned out. Of course, they're super underscaled because I had to fit it on a 32 by 32 base plate. Lots of lava down here. It's not really attached yet. I had a few of these orange tiles, and then just a bunch of the larger plates from the actual sets, of course. And I don't really like the combination of them, like you can see back in that corner, but I did not have enough tiles to cover the whole thing. And I might still rearrange a few things so I want these to be easy to pick up and move. But here we're looking down at ground level, so some nether quartz to be mined. I got one of the smaller magma cubes down here. I have the larger one that came built in one of the sets. Not really enough room to display it. You also notice that the ghast is missing. Either size LEGO has officially made. There's actually one sitting back there from the newer Nether set. And I could probably position that up somewhere. Height-wise, though, I can't go a whole lot taller than this, otherwise it won't fit into its spot back there. But I might be able to position one maybe up here. It is getting a little crowded with how many mobs there are. I just got one wither skeleton, one single zombie pigman who's just hanging out back underneath all the bridges in the darkness there. And Steve and Alex are heading towards this room of the Nether fortress. I got some blazes on top. I'll probably put a blaze spawner or something up there. I'm not entirely sure yet. And then inside there is just a little pool of some lava. It's obviously not done, but it's good enough for now. There's a portal that she's coming through back there. I like this lava effect, and she can still probably get around it on that bridge. And some glowstone up on the wall. Again, not attached really at all, it's just sitting on this plate and it just rests right into that spot. But this is all I've got really so far the show for this. The other items sitting up on my shelving there are actually from the old layout. Here, I'll walk around the table so we can actually get a better look at it. Well, maybe a better look. So there's it's pretty much the official Fortress set. I just built it up, and it actually does have a basement level to it down here. You can see an iron door leading in with some jail cells and that sort of thing. Maybe I'll do a video looking through that a little bit, because it unfortunately is too wide to sit very well on this shelf, so I'm going to have to reposition it, rebuild it, so it probably will face this direction. But it can be taller then, so that's okay. And I believe I actually have a second copy of that set that I can harvest more parts from. This you will recognize from the previous layout. It was just a cave system, so it'll probably stay pretty close to how it is, pretty similar to what it looks like now. And then I'll just keep building up, as I mentioned before, on top of it until I get all the way up to the ceiling, or it gets too dark to really see what's going on. And this is just a mess, just sets piled on top of each other down here. And a few more sets in bags. I do have some of my figures at least sorted. You can see, well, there's some more zombie pigment, but there's also player skins in there. Some other boats, iron golems, and some more of the evil mobs in there. These boxes have still more parts and things to be parted out in them. And then these tubs are the bulk parts. So this top one has got red to brown, so what it can use for dirt, that sort of thing. And then underneath that box, I've got light bluish gray bricks. You can see there's just a ton of them in here, so I should be able to make a fairly good amount of progress on the caverns underneath. I know that won't be nearly enough, but I am trying to do most of my bricklaying orders for the Hogwarts Castle, of course, right now. So I'm just seeing how far I can get, mainly with the parts I've got on hand. But it's all coming along nicely. This will be a fun little thing to just work on off and on every once in a while in between Hogwarts building sessions. Let me know what you're thinking about this. And actually that box is full of Minecraft parts as well. And then I got a pretty good stack of sets over here to build and take the parts out of as well. So let me know what you think about the Nether part so far, as well as my plans for the rest of that shelf. This whole room is basically going to have different themes on each shelf here. So hope you have enjoyed this video, and we'll come back for more. Thank you.